Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about the INTP cognitive stack. So INTPs have a dominant function introvert thinking, which looks for logical conclusions within information, followed by extroverted intuition, which is looking for concepts, new possibilities. It's an explorative function, so it's looking out into the world because of its extrovert nature, looking at the object, what is behind the object, what this object could become in the future. Extrovert intuition is always looking to break apart information, whereas introvert thinking is always looking for conclusions with information. So INTPs are constantly gathering information, coming to logical conclusions, and then splitting it apart to see if they can add anything more to it. Followed by this is introvert sensing, which looks at past experiences, details of past experiences compared to the present. So this gives INTPs another resource in their uh, internal analytical system, which then gives introvert thinking even more resources to uh, become certain in the logical conclusions it comes to. So these first three functions make INTPs one of the most academic types by nature. And also their inferior extrovert feeling gives them an interest in people's systems. So INTPs, because of their inferior extrovert feeling, are likely to sit on the sidelines of life a bit, being the observer and preferring to be the observer than the participator, because they find this detached analysis of people and their motives, behaviours, and all that much more enjoyable than actually being involved. In the moment with people, INTPs can come across as unaware and aloof. However, I believe INTPs have some of the best understandings of how people work and their motivations and that sort of thing. You'd think INFJs or one of those sort of types with stronger extrovert feeling would be more so like that, but I believe INTPs are some of the best at understanding people and situations because in the moment, extrovert feeling's weak, but when INTPs go alone, their introvert sensing feeds their dominant introvert thinking, because introvert sensing is gathering information from the situation, filtering through TI and NE, and figuring out through extrovert feeling in the fourth position how these people operate. So it's sort of like a TI FE axis. It's a funny one because TI is so strong and FE is so weak, but FE is always working unconsciously, influencing the way TI behaves to some degree. And because TI is so analytical and so detached in its reasoning, it adds this sort of weird human element where INTPs can get to the core of what people are doing and what their motivations are. So INTPs can sit on the sidelines and often be cynical about how other people live, like why they're doing that. That's unnecessary. That's a waste of time. TI is sort of looking for the most efficient way to live, and INTPs are often perplexed by how people live because people can seemingly spend a lot of time and effort doing things that don't really bring about lots of results. So the INTP stack makes INTPs a very reflective type. INTPs are the thinkers. They're also called the engineers. I don't think engineers is a very good word. That's more like an ISTP thing. INTP is more like the philosophers because we naturally just like to think about life. If we got paid to think, would sustain ourselves very, very easily. However, we must figure out a way to put our value into the world somehow, even though naturally we prefer to keep our ideas to ourselves, but there is some form of satisfaction of putting value into the world due to inferior extrovert feeling, which does develop over life. Is the Achilles heel of INTPs, but you can see in older INTPs that their extrovert feeling has driven them to create more value in the world, along with introvert sensing, which looks for is a convergent function. It's looking for conclusions, and it's looking for structure. So INTPs sort of feel this nag to produce value through introvert sensing as well as extrovert feeling. You can see these two functions a lot more prominent in SFJ types, and these types are very structured and caring types. So deep down, the INTPs have these same, well, not the same qualities, but still the same. Sorry about that. Still have the same underlying drive, because the inferior function is the aspirational function, and as you age, you suddenly become more interested in each function. Growing up as a kid, I was very introvert thinking. I was addicted to computer games. I was very focused on mastering computer games. However, into my teens, they say from puberty to 30, your extrovert intuition becomes a lot more active. And I've noticed this because I've become a lot more interested in a lot more different topics, interested more in trying different things in life, interested in traveling. And then 30 onwards to midlife, introvert sensing becomes more prominent. So INTPs during their 20s are often sort of confused as to what to do. However, a lot of INTPs later in life have a better understanding of where they stand in the world. Thank you for watching, and I hope you've gained something from this video.